y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nikki Marie, and I'm in the bathroom currently recording because it's loud out there, and um hopefully my lighting good. I can't tell until I edit. I know it's bright looking at the camera, so like if I keep turning my head, I'm just trying to see. My bad. But today's gonna be a serious topic, and I feel like this needs to be said. It needs to be talked about because of course everybody's talking about it, and it's just been too much going on in the world, and it seemed like nothing's gonna change. Well, it did change, but it seemed like more people getting exposed, um, more truth starting to come out. More things are getting put onto the internet, and I'm glad that it is because we all need to know what's going on because it's just too much. And as you may know, as everybody should know, actually, about the passing of George Floyd, and that video was so sad to watch. It was so heartbreaking, and for that to happen, it just shows like you never know what's going to happen once you leave the house, and it's just messed up how all this went down over so-called fake money or whatever, fake check or whatever. All they had to do was literally take him to jail or something. They like literally took some as small as that and then just made it so big that everybody's talking about, everybody's going crazy, everybody's upset about it, which I don't blame them because that's just fucked up. No, nobody should have to go through that. He has a child. His family has to see that video, and it's just heartbreaking. So I was watching videos for probably for like 3 days straight. It started when I think Minneapolis was the first ones to protest. So I started watching like people live for like 3 days straight. I'm not even joking. Just seeing what's going on. And honestly, I don't like it. Like, yes, I was all for it. Like, I don't have a problem with people protesting. I'm all for it. I'm supporting that definitely 100%. But when I saw those videos, I saw people literally not even an inch close to the police, and the police would literally macing people. I seen it like just watching the live. People literally get maced in the eye. People's getting hit with rubber bullets. I remember seeing somebody live, and some man literally got hit in the leg. He was bleeding all over the place, and people around him was helping him. And tear gas, throwing tear gas at innocent people that's literally trying to have a peaceful protest. Y'all gotta understand, the police started this shit. When the protest happened, it's because, of course, everybody wanted justice for him. And the police literally, they didn't do their job. They literally tried to attack innocent people, and that's exactly what happened. People weren't even close to the police, and they just decided they wanted to do all this stuff to them, throw tear gas, fucking mace and rubber bullets. That's just so fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's just messed up how we as the people, we try to come together and support one another, support all races, all all lives matter. But Black Lives Matter is really important. I feel like that should be the number one priority because we go through so much, and I understand like other races, Hispanic kids in camps and stuff and getting divided from their families. I completely understand that, and I feel like we need to protest about that too as well. And I have seen posts about that because people try to make it seem like people wasn't really supporting that, but people have like it's upsetting that it's not getting talked about as much as like stuff that happened with Black lives. But me being an African American female, I feel like Black Lives Matter is like should be the top priority because this been going on for centuries, y'all. Fucking 400 years. Nobody, what I'm saying, should have to go through what we go through. You know what I'm saying? Constantly just getting disrespected, racial slurs, being called out our names, getting attacked for no reason. I know y'all probably knew what happened about the guy that went jogging and he got shot by two racist Caucasian guys, and somebody was recording, and Yeah, that clicked in my head too. I was like, so this person recording, they didn't really do nothing. Come to find out, he basically part of it too, which, you know, was so obvious. He sat there, he recorded, he saw the boy get shot, and you know what I'm saying. So I'm glad everything is getting put onto the internet. I'm glad people get exposed. I'm glad these cops getting exposed. I'm glad people getting locked up for what they doing, snatching, you know what I'm saying, people out their car and doing all this stuff. So it's just been so much, and y'all know exactly what I'm talking about if you watch the news or, you know, be on Instagram or something. Um, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm not even gonna lie. This, you know, with the protests and all that, like I said, I was happy for it. But then when days passed and I seen all this stuff that was going on and the truth being, you know, brought out and stuff, it became very overwhelming. Like it was like, of course I was happy about it, but then when days pass and you know what I'm saying, this stuff plays in your head and you just think about all the stuff that's going on in the world, it honestly becomes sad and overwhelming. Like all you could think about is what's happening, and when, you know what I'm saying, all you want to do is protect yourself and your family, especially your children. Raising kids into this crazy ass world got to be so scary, and you know what I'm saying, and then you have to teach them about everything that's going on so they can understand, and it's just hard. This world's so fucking corrupt, and it's, oh lord. I just feel like as a black community we have to stick together because of course these damn polices, they do not care about us. Something happened where I live at, I'm not gonna say exact, but in Illinois, um this black woman, her husband was being harassed by the police or whatever. He got arrested for no reason basically. He didn't even do nothing, so I guess they dropped the charges, which I'm happy. I'm glad they dropped the charge because they didn't even have no reason to lock this man up. Like he literally on his property. I forgot what they was talking about. I think a disturbance or whatever, but literally the man was minding his own business on his property. The police came, harassed him, arrested him. It was just so dumb. But now I want to talk about the riots, the looters, and oh lord, this is gonna be a long topic. So yeah, as you know, everybody's acting crazy, looting, stealing out of stores, and you know, me, I like to tell the truth. I like to keep shit 100, especially with my supporters. I'm not gonna get on here and lie and you know, saying beat around the bush. I'm gonna tell y'all like how it is. I just feel like I don't have a problem with people looting, but then you have people that's literally out just stealing, and I don't like shit like that. I don't like seeing stuff like that. And not only that, but it's happening in the black community or the low income family communities, and you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, the lower class. It's happening in the lower class. When people doing this shit, they have to understand that when you doing this, like, yeah, you upset about what's going on, and I don't blame you, but you literally doing this in where you're from, in the town you live in, the area you live in. You not doing this in like, well, Chicago, they did mess up downtown, but you know what I'm saying, Chicago, just Chicago. I don't even know how to put it, but the people that was out looting and literally stealing out of stores, that's just so fucked up. And to do in your own community, you have to wake up and realize, if you need something to eat, if you need somewhere to shop at, if you have to go pick up like water or something, those stores ain't available for you because you done fucked it up. You done stole out the store and took whatever was up in there, and you know what I'm saying, it's just fucked up. And like when y'all do this, well, I don't want to say y'all, but when people do that, it's like you basically fucking up resources that you need, because in them higher class areas, they gonna have all these stores, they gonna have all the essentials they need, but these lower class communities, you fucking up everything that you need. And then when your kids don't have nothing to eat, it's like I saw somebody live, this lady, she was so upset, she was crying, because she tried to pick up milk for her kids and she couldn't because the whole Jewel Osco was like trash. It was food everywhere. The people stole out the liquor store, stole the fucking liquor bottles. Like, people was just acting a damn fool. Stole out the pawn shop, the whole 9 yards. Fucking burned down Target, which I don't blame them because little do, well, hopefully y'all know, but in Minneapolis, innocent people was getting maced. So of course the nearest store was Target. So they went there. People offered to pay for milk. You know what I'm saying, to you know, get the burn out of their eyes. And Target refused to let them people pay for milk. So of course that's why the whole situation went downhill even more, because these people were getting maced for no reason, for just, you know what I'm saying, standing up for justice, and they was literally getting maced. And they tried to buy milk, and you know, Target basically said nope, you no. And I guess the police is like, you know what I'm saying, Target profits off of the police or something like that. Correct me if I'm right or wrong. But you know what I mean, like they put their money towards the police, or Lord. Yeah, so I understand why Target got messed up, but all these other stores that's happening in the black community, the lower class communities, it's ridiculous. Because when I see stuff on Facebook, I'm basically seeing like half of my Facebook friends literally posting stolen stuff. Like, I'm talking about packs of hair, liquor bottles, clothes, shoes, electronics, and they don't realize that when you steal them phones and shit, like, it literally gets traced. So you know what I'm saying, these people, I feel like some people took this situation that happened to George Floyd and decided they wanted to go steal. They saw this as an opportunity to get free shit, and I don't like that. That was fucked up. To the people that looted for a good purpose, you know what I'm saying, went to the areas that's, you know, high maintenance, always clean, and you know what I'm saying, you know, have a higher profit from higher communities and shit. I understand like messing up those areas, but you literally messed up your own motherfucking community. So then when you run out of shit and you need shit to buy, you gonna have to drive I don't know how long to the other area just to get certain stuff, and it's gonna be hard. I feel like at some point it's gonna get worse, because when people realize they don't have everything they need because all these stores around them are fucked up and looted, they gonna have to go to these higher class areas, and I hope, you know what I'm saying, I hope they don't get accused of stealing and all that, but I wouldn't be surprised, because shit, how else you gonna get everything you need? How else your kids gonna be able to eat? You know what I'm saying? This is sad. It's honestly sad, and I really, you know what I'm saying, this year has been so weird, so sad and depressing. Like, we lost so many important people in the world. We lost so many good people in the world. And then, you know, I'm saying, like, this police brutality that's going on, this just racism being exposed, and you know what I'm saying, and people trying to, you know, there's people that's like, oh, I'm not racist, blah blah, and then, you know what I'm saying, they get called out for it, and you know what I'm saying, they kind of try to, I don't even know what's the word for it, but you know what I'm saying, like they try to be slick about it. You know what I'm saying? If they know they're racist, they try to be slick about it, but think ain't nobody gonna catch on to it. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all hearing what's going on about the anonymous and these celebrities getting exposed for human trafficking kids, and oh Lord, I really don't know how the rest of this year gonna turn out. All I know is, from what I'm seeing, from what we all seeing, it's gonna be a matter of time where it just get 10 times worse, 20 times worse, because I can't believe it. It's only what, June, and we having all these problems already. It's, I don't know, it seems like every year just get worse, and it's scary. It's messed up when there's things going on in people's household, like throughout this whole quarantine shit. There's female that's probably in an abusive relationship that they definitely can't get out of. Kids are getting abused. I've seen that too. And You know what I'm saying? You can't even call the police for help no more because shit, we all think that they going, well, shit, from what we seen, we can't trust the police basically. I know people be like, all cops are not bad cops, but from what I've seen, I think all cops are, you know what I'm saying, if you work with somebody who's racist or done stuff to harm other people for no reason, and you stand there and watch, or you don't speak up about it, you just as much in the wrong. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say. This is a lot. Yeah, I knew I was gonna talk up a storm because I just had to get everything out. But yes, Black Lives Matter, you guys. And if you know, what I'm saying I support those who aren't prejudiced or racist against me or my own kind. I love y'all. I fuck with y'all. And we have to stick together. We as the people, all races, all, from different cultures, whatever, we have to stick together because these polices, they are just so ugh, you can't trust them. Literally, we have to stick together because if not, it's just gonna get worse. We have to. But that is it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'm gonna try to do more videos. I really haven't had time to do videos alone because like I don't really have privacy here. But yeah, I'm gonna try to put out more videos. I just felt like this video needed to be talked about and said because it's just too much going on, and I know this affected me just like everybody else. So I felt like I needed to share this with you guys. But yeah, bye you guys.